Good evening, everybody. How you all doing? It's BK in the Xbox Beer and Kebab, the racing guru. Welcome to the channel. I hope you're all doing really well this fine Sunday evening. And welcome to the TIR
Jesus
World
Christ,
Series.
see you're a fucking omni-shambles, that's what you are. You're like that coffee machine, you know, from bean to cup, you fuck up.
Pumpy, you should know better than that. Shall I just chat ban you? Jesus Christ, you're the omni-shambles, dude. That's terrible. Welcome to the big 2's. It's round number 2, ladies and gents, and we're at Imola for an absolutely banging Grand Prix. A very testy technical circuit for the creme de la creme of F1 2022 drivers. And I need a good commentator, and I got one tonight. Welcome to none other than TIR World Series, and of course before that, FUWC alumni, The Roch. Welcome, dude.
Good evening, drivers. Good evening, viewers. It's good to be back. It really is. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, of course.
My first Big 2's since the rebrand.
Yeah, you were the first ever commentator in Big 2's, weren't you?
I was indeed.
Way back in the day.
I was indeed.
It's good to have you in, man.
It feels a long time ago, but it was only like last year, wasn't it?
A year's a long time in politics, man. You know what I'm saying?
Guys, when you're having fun. But I'm looking forward to this one. Imola is always an exciting track, and especially when you've got the best of the best on track, we should see some exciting battling.
Absolutely. We're just waiting for I'm waiting for a couple of 3 drivers to trickle on in. So watching the background is going to chase those guys up.
I am indeed.
I'm going to have a quick look at the chat. How you all doing? Welcome in, Pumpy. Yeah, apart from your ridiculously poorly timed sound alert, welcome. Yoran from FRA, welcome, dude. Sinstar, Mike, how you doing, man? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well, man. Good to see you. Caesar from FRA, how you doing, Dennis? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're having a good evening. Bobbert says, "Good evening, Beer. Be good to have you. Good to have you back this week." I tell you what, I thought last week was fantastic. I watched the stream, but I tried to cap bits and pieces of it live. I wasn't too well last week, and I thought Sato did an absolute. I almost called him Soch then. I thought Sato did an absolutely brilliant job last week, but that legendary, and I mean legendary, I can't even do it, the now race start. I'm not even going to try and attempt to copy it. I'm not worthy. But that, ladies and gents, was retweeted, and the last time I looked, it had 32,000 views from that race start, which is amazing. It went viral. Wow. And it's absolutely amazing. And of course, it's great publicity for Sato himself, and also, of course, for the World Series, because this is what we're all about, you know. The guys provide some top quality racing, and what we try and do is provide a little bit of, hopefully, top quality entertainment on top of the racing as well, to keep you guys interested and sticking with us. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was amazing. It was unbelievable. The way that tweet just went out and just flew around Tweetland. Absolutely unbelievable. So we're still waiting for 4 drivers. Who are we missing, dude?
Right, so I think it's VLX and is it ERN?
No, ERN.
Sorry, Rev Caterpillar and ERN Maxil.
Oh, that's
what team's that?
I'm just checking actually. Who's Rev and Maxi driving for? Is that AEM?
AEM.
I think it is. No, sorry, it's MVR. Sorry, MVR.
NVR, yeah, I got it. MVR. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm chasing them up now.
So we're waiting for MVR and Velox Racing, their guys, to come and join us. I'm going to ping them just to give them the hurry up. The lobby is open, gentlemen. And as soon as we get everybody in there, we want to lock the lobby down. We'll make it invite only, so nobody else can trickle in. And we're also waiting for VLX as well. So it's Harris and Edu are the other 2 drivers to come in. In fact, if you can find them, mate, just ping them.
Yeah, I'm just tagging them now.
Yeah, no worries, man. Mike in the chat says, yeah, it's been a while, but I'll be back on F1 again at some point once the wheelbase is repaired. Hey, man, it'd be good to have you back. I miss your streams, dude. It'd be good to see you back streaming as well. Dis Barracuda, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Smokey says, regardless of he was screaming at the shocking start. No, that's the way he does. That's the way he does his race starts, man. I said to the admin chat, I said to them when I arranged with Sato that it was going to cover for me, I said I just want to be a fly on the wall in the chat, because you see he streams for my league a couple of nights a week. I've known Sato for a long time, and I said to the admin I wanted to be a fly on the wall when that race starts, because you're going to see people just going like that with their headset as he blows out their eardrums. That's why I call him, ladies and gents, the 1,000 decibel Ferrari fanatical lunatic. That's what he is. That's what he is like, you know what I mean? We're still waiting for drivers. This is really
I've
poor
tagged
effort.
them.
Yeah. Where are they?
Caterpillar's in. Caterpillar's in.
Okay, we're going to give him a couple of minutes. And we're still waiting for the...
So VLX have just not showed at all yet.
Yeah, so who's their drivers again? Let's have a little look. So we'll have a quick look at the VLX drivers, Edu and Quantum. So Matty Torley, if you're around, mate, get your drivers in, dude. Because...
yeah, Max here always just right. I have no one to join off. Oh, okay.
Just put an invite, dude. Jesus.
I will. I'll ping in an invite. So we go down here, find someone. ERN.
Bobbert says, "Are you well, bit? I'm well, thanks. I'm better now. Just wasn't great at all last Sunday. I've been poorly for a couple of days, so I wanted to get to have a bit of rest because I had to do the assisties the following night. I didn't feel great for that, but you know, you got to do what you got to do.
Right, invite sent.
Okay. Okie dokie.
So it's literally just VLX that I'm not here yet.
Okay, well I'm going to give them one more minute and then we're going to go without them. And yeah, well, you know, it's their lookout. They've lost big points there. They've lost big points. I'm just going to message.
Right, I've invited him.
Give me 2 seconds, guys. Where are your drivers? Question mark. Ben, how you doing? I do believe you're back at AEM again, Ben. You've gone round in full circle, dude. MVR Arthur says, are you doing assist 2s tomorrow? Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan at the moment, dude. That is the plan. So, same start tomorrow night, of course, as well. 8 o'clock, same track as well, Imola. So, there we go. Are we still waiting for...
He's saying he's not getting...
Yeah, Max, you're being pinged invites, dude. You are being pinged
Yeah, he's
invites.
saying he's not getting any notifications, so I'm going to add him as a friend and try one more time.
Yeah, he's actually going to restart his Xbox, so we'll just hang on, you know. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, so Ben says, yeah, indeed, Dan locked me in a basement. Oh my goodness me, he's just doing his friend. What's that? The guy. Oh, I'm not going to go there. I know what I'm thinking.
Right.
But, yes, Dan is quite an imposing boss, from what I've been told. In fact, Brett Kravitz swears by it. Okay, so we just wait for Maxi to. Okay, can you ping me an invite now? He's reset his Xbox, so hopefully he can get in.
Yeah.
And we're going to go. And VLX basically are in the mud. Hans Fritzl. Yeah, that's the one. I was trying to get the guy's name. Not that I really want to remember a psychopath's name, you know what I'm saying. Brett Kravitz in the chat says, I wear the pants in the relationship. Yeah, but they're Daniel's pants. That's the pants that you're wearing, dude. And they're used with skiddies. You know what I'm saying? There's somewhere you really don't want to go, dude. Dan only does what I say, yet when he tells you to say. But we're going to go. I think we can ready up. These guys are late. Let's do it.
He's in. All right.
Yeah.
It's a shame from VLX, but...
Yeah, a no-show. A no-show from VLX. So they've really... they're washed. They're mudded, aren't they? They're going to be facing Q-bounds and everything, really. But it is what it is. Pumpy says, sorry, Beer, that was bad time on my part. Oh, no, you know... Just don't be so trigger happy, Pumpy. Don't be so trigger happy on those sound alerts, dude. Like to try and keep them off during like queuing the race at the start, you know.
Or we should just charge Pumpy every time he does one. £1 per sound alert.
Actually, that's not a bad shout. There must be a way of doing that. I need to make some income. Yeah, with gas and electricity going through the roof, man. I need more income.
It is. It's terrible.
What I'm saying. I can't afford to stream.
We'll all be living in one big streamer house soon, a big TIR house. The only way we can survive.
Yeah, I'll have a 620 esports.
Could you imagine
in a 3-bedroom hobby? Yeah, absolutely. Rapid Hendo, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, man. Welcome. Okay.
All right. So, someone let us know what the weather's going to be like. It's looking pretty clear for quali.
It is dynamic weather there, isn't it? So,
and it's approximate, so we know what that
weather.
can do.
Let's go trackside and take, just wait for the session to ready up, so we'll go trackside. Alrighty, just waiting for the countdown clock to trickle down. There we go. Let's get some crappy telemetry up from Cody's, and then we'll pick up the proper pucker beer telemetry, and we're going to get that up on the screen Now it's just going to load up. So let's give you a rundown from tonight then. VLX, the missing. They've really shot themselves in the foot there.
I mean, they might show up during quali, but...
Well, they shouldn't be because the lobby should be locked down now, so that's tough.
Yes.
Tough cities.
I may have forgot to do that.
Well, that's not good. That's
I will
really
learn
not
from
good.
now.
That's really not good. Okay, going from the top, we've got Cindery, Magician, Heatwave, Sanchez, Caterpillar, Hoobalicious, WR Venom, FRA Stonks, MKej, PSR Boots, we've got Maxi, Bellafrox, Carsey, Plar, Fern, Finn Bob, Smokey, and Sasha Andre. Top tier lineup, ladies and gents. Oh, gaggle of cars coming out the pit lanes.
Looks like Fern is first.
PSR Fern, let's have a little look, let's jump on board. And he is indeed on his outlap, of course. The race itself is, what, 32 laps, is it, Watch, I believe?
Yes, 32.
32
I'm just going
laps.
to turn the car sound down a bit because they're a bit loud.
No worries. 19 corner circuit, of course, ladies and gents. I don't know why I said that twice. But it's a technically demanding, it's an old school racing track, pretty narrow, with lots of elevation changes, lots of camber changes. So it catches the unwary driver out, that's for sure. I'm just going to stay on board with Fern and I'll jump on him for the hot lap for his first run in qualifying. And,
We've recently raced this in our league and found it was quite good for overtaking as well. There's plenty of places you can overtake, especially on that really long DRS straight on the start-finish straight.
Yeah, I tend to think maybe that's a little bit overpowered, isn't it? A bit OP, really. That you know, it's impossible to defend there, really.
But of course, they've only got the one DRS straight, haven't they? Yeah.
This is it. This is it. Right, we're just coming on Fern now. It's just coming through turns 17 and 18, and then we'll jump on board for his hot lap. Of course, turn 90 is just a little kink, actually, on the start-finish straight. Let's jump on board, though, with PSR Fern now, and here we go, ladies and gents, as he gets close to the pit wall, optimal line, making his way, and starts his flying lap, making his way, of course, now down to the Tamburello chicane, which is turn 2. He'll throw the car in, try and hold it in fifth gear all the way around, which he does, 115 miles an hour, nicely done. Exits Tamburello. The next chicane is the Villeneuve chicane. Let's see how he gets on here. You've got to be careful on the exit here with all that gravel and kitty litter. It's easy to drop the back end there, but nicely done. In towards the Tosa hairpin. Tricky corner again. You've got to be patient before applying the throttle as it's uphill and the road falls away from you. And now it's the double left-hander of Piratella. It's a pretty fast corner. Hits the apex nicely, allows the car to drift out wide as he makes his way downhill towards Aqua Minerale. Another tricky right-hander. It's easy to light up those back tyres and spin all over the shop, but nicely done. Coming up now towards the Variante Outer, which is it is actually a tricky chicane, but they have actually nerfed the curbs a little bit on this game. Previous game, of course, it was very much camber curves, and you had to really slow down. But nicely done, making his way downhill now towards the famous Ravazzas turns 17 and 18. Just roll the car through the first part, and again tuck the car in, release it on the exit using all the curb available, back on the power. DRS is activated and Fern comes through the 15.531. That's our first lap there, Mr. Roch.
Now Magician is coming through over the line now, and he's going to do a 15.376. So then it's going to be MKej next.
MKej.
And then Stonks.
Okay, Stonks goes quickest. Yeah, and Rev Caterpillar goes through the 15.565. We've got Sylvester went through as well. Hoobalicious went through. Venoms has gone through, but I think may have invalidated that lap. I think Cindery's just left the session.
Carsey's coming through now.
Can you invite him, please, mate?
Yep. Who's it, sorry?
Cindery.
Yep.
If you can just keep an eye on for people disconnecting. Boots goes P2 for PSR. We've got Smokey getting a nice toe off somebody in front of him. We've got a few cars coming through. Smokey, of course, 14.899, first guy into the 1 minute 14s with a great lap there from the WOR driver. Finn Bob has just started a push lap. We're going to jump on board. Where's Sanchez? He's about to come through, and he goes through the 15.983 in his first run. Of course, he is representing. Which team he's racing for now? Is it NVR? I think now. 2.6. CRT. Let's jump on board with. Oh, hello. Bellafrox has had a spin for FRT. That's not a good start. Okay, that's the first round done pretty much. Heatwave, if you're wondering why he has retired, that's because he is certainly Q-ban. He's a late replacement for a driver So after the deadline, of course, it is a mandatory Q ban. We're just waiting for guys
Venom
to come
has
in.
just given up on his lap.
Yeah, in the pits. I think everyone's going to come in. That's the first run done. I'm just going to look at Clara and he's on, of course, Bellafox. He spun early doors, so I think everyone's going to come in. Max is on a push lap. From MVR. So we'll just stay on board with ERM Maxi.
Oh, he's still on his outlap.
Yeah.
Mine.
Yeah, he's on that lap.
Well, that's an impressive time from Smokey, 14.899 as your banker.
Absolutely. Of course, Smokey did actually get a penalty last week. I think he was P2 on track, ended up P4 after pens, so that was disappointing. But still good points there for WRR, who lead the way after round one. Of course, I will have the tables up after qualifying, ladies and gents. We'll take a short break for like a minute or two after qualifying, and I'll pop up the league tables there for you to have a look at. Yes,
Apparently, Quantum's Xbox broke, and Edu, he doesn't know.
Right, okay. Oh, that's bad news for them. That's bad news.
It's unfortunate.
You know, they had a good start last week, some decent points. So that's really, really unfortunate. So Eddie, we don't know. He's got AWOL, but Quantum's got a broken Xbox. That's bad news. But thanks, Jack, for the heads up, dude. Freddy boy, how you doing, man? Cam, how you doing as well? Welcome in, mate. As Max there comes to the Tamburella chicane, all looking good. We'll keep an eye on that Sector 1 split, which will be coming up very, very shortly. Makes his way now down towards through the Vilna curves, and then down towards the Taser.
24-3.
24-3. That's pretty respectable there for Sector 1 split. Back on the pounds, it comes up the hill. A lot of cars already coming out for their second run as well. Makes his way now towards Pirosella, double left-hander. We'll just roll the car through. Takes it in 6th gear. It's interesting. A lot of the guys have been taking it in 5th, but he stays up. Because you lose the rotation, but do gain the traction by doing it that way. Into Aqua Minerale and takes it in 3rd gear. Quick up shift to 4th to get the traction down. Making his way towards Viriante Alta. Again, aggressive use of the curbs there, which you can get away with in this game. You couldn't get away with on the previous incarnation of Formula 1. Makes his way down the hill now towards the Ravazzas, turns 17 and 18. All looking pretty nice and tidy so far for Max. Back on the power. And let's have a look and see what lap time he set on his first legit run. It's a 15.4, respectable time.
It's decent.
Yeah, that puts me to P6. Very respectable time indeed. We've got Stonks is backed out. I'm going to go on board, I think Peoplelicious possibly.
PSR Firm's just started his lap.
Okay, Peoplelicious just coming through Tozer. It's just purple Sector 1 actually. There's some traffic there just getting out of his way. Can we have a quick audio check as well, chat? How we sound? Are we sounding good? Is the game sound okay? Are we not too quiet, not too loud? Can you give us a bit of a heads up? That'll be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, Hoopalicious going to come up on me 2 Mercs in a moment. On their outlap.
It's looking a pretty good lap so far from Delicious. He's really on the pace. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the heads up. Again, aggressive use of the curbs there, very anti-alto. You can afford to be quite wide on the exit as well. You can use a lot of that curb. So he makes his way down the hill. I don't think that traffic's going to get in the way. In fact, he may even get the hint of a tow.
He might get a tow, yeah.
Yeah. Making his way now out of Rivatsa 2, back on the power. Currently in P6 for the 15.394. We could be on an improving lap here. Let's have a little look. Oh, yeah, there is. Second guy into the 14s. Great lap there. Who have we got on track at the moment? Let me draw PSR Fern. Thanks, Bob. Thanks, Rusty. How you doing, man? Oh, Fern's invalidated. He's not going to improve. Just going to pick a car I've not seen yet.
I'm on with FRA Finn Bob.
All right, I'm going to go with Sasha Andre just for a second. From AM, of course, in fact, he's bailed out. He's coming into the pits. He's not happy with that. Sanchez to start the flyer. MK's is not on the push lap at the moment. FRT Clar is in Sector 2. So, Finn Bob, I think. In fact, no, we're going to go Clar. Clar's just ahead of him on track.
I'll keep an eye on Finn.
Yeah, no worries, dude. As Clark comes to the second Rivazzas, back on the power again. 16.5 in his first run. This looks like it's going to be an improvement here. Yeah, 15.8. Puts him in the P12 there, so that's a pretty tidy lap. Let's have a look at Finn Bob. He was 4/10 up at the Sector 2 split. So he could be targeting around about a 15 flat possibly here if he can really put together a good final sector. Could be looking at
he's done well on those final 2 corners.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Comes through this little kink of turn 19, hugs the pit wall. 15.284, gains 4/10.
Exactly 4/10.
Absolutely. Smokey's out on track at the moment. He's just coming through Tamburello.
Fern is 4 tenths up as well.
He sorry?
PSR Fern coming through final 2 corners.
Bellafrock's there cutting the pit lanes. You come into the pits. Someone might want to possibly clip that. Let's look at Fern.
So line 15-1.
Do you know, it wouldn't let me jump on his car for some reason.
Gone P3 with a 15-1.
Sanchez goes through P12, so it's P3 there with 15-1 for Fern. Let's look at WR Venom. He is on a push lap at the moment. Cindery's got back in, which is good news. WR Connor, thank you indeed for the follow. Welcome in, dude. Welcome in. Rusty says, I'm good, mate. How's yourself? Yeah, you know, can't complain. If I did, no one would listen. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm good. Thanks, mate. He's back in the...
All I hear when you say PSR Fern is piss off Fern. No, that's not what we say.
No, not piss off Fern. No, we didn't say that. Excuse my language. Absolutely not. WR Venom is about to come through now. Just coming through the second of the Vatsas. Hasn't set a legit lap yet. This is his first run. It looks pretty decent, actually, to be fair. And it's a 15-2 that puts Venom into P8 on his first run. Smokey is on the push lap as well. It's about to come through. No, in fact, he's not. Now I think he's going. So let's jump on board a lap with the current driver sitting in pole position, Mr. WOR Smokey. Of course, he had a great campaign in the Big 2's mini-season. Still racing, I believe, he was racing for FRT. Well, I think he started the Big 2's with FRT. And then, of course,
I think he did, yeah.
Signed up
that
by
was close to
WOR. Yeah, he really was, mate. Rex is in the chat saying, it's alright, Beer, I say piss off Fern frequently, I can assure you. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you're his team boss, though. Come on. You're his team boss.
You're allowed.
Yeah, you're allowed. Absolutely. Let's see how Smokey gets on. Oh, bit of a wobble there. So, Rusty, when are we going to see you then in the Big 2's, Rusty? Okay, Smokey's backed out.
So it's going to be interesting strategy-wise for the race. I think it's an easy one-stop. Do they start on the mediums? Do they start on the hards? The hards have been, from my experience here, the better racing tyre.
Well, the hards are a good tyre, mate, and the hards, a hard to soft, it does work.
Ooh, he nearly lost it there, Smokey. Obviously he's backed out, but he's nearly lost it on the final corner.
Yeah, a little bit of wobble there. Snap of oversteer from Max. He came out of the Piratellas, but he actually held it nice. He didn't lose any time. Making his way up now out of Aqua Minerale. A little bit of traffic.
PSR Boots was about 2 tenths down on his first sector.
Okay.
See if he can make that back.
That's why I just jumped off temporarily to jump on with Maxi. Kiwi, how you doing, man? It's good to see BRT back in action as well. Of course, the big news from Big 2's this week is that BSR Visceral pulled out. And we don't know why. They just said thanks, but we can't take part anymore. That came from Clenzo. So BRT, of course, who qualified in P10, because 19s went through, they were automatically offered a slot as the fastest non-qualifier, and they snapped it up. Look at Mkej, he's on the push lap at the moment, just about to come through. Did a 16 flat on his first run. Looks like he's going to be a little bit up. Doesn't actually gain position there, 15.780. So let's get Rev Caterpillar. He's backed out as well. Hoopalicious was slightly up at the Sector 2 split, mate. This could be close to pole. He may be just about to snatch provisional pole off Smokey after the second run. Let's have a little look. Target times are 14.999, and he's done it! 14.647 he found time in Sectors 2 and 3. And he takes a provisional pole. That was a good lap, wasn't it? It really, really was. Bellafrox for FRT is on a push lap at the moment. Let's have a little look, just coming out of Villeneuve.
CRN Max snuck into P4 there without us knowing.
He did, mate. He did with a 15.149. Very, very good lap. Ben Hill says, hard to stop, hard to soft, describing my usual Saturday night quote of the day. I
thought someone was going to mention that.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Beer, one of the things...
Belfox dropped it at Aqua Minerale. Yeah,
it's one of the easiest places to lose it, is that corner
It is,
there.
that back end, mate. I don't know if anybody else is on push laps at the moment. Let's look at MK's. I think MK's going to be...
I think that's Hoopalicious behind. So, yeah. One of the things weird with this track, I think it's probably... Is it the longest pit lane?
It's
out
massive.
Of all of them? It's a really long pit lane.
It's right up at Silverstone, isn't it?
But the entry is one of the shortest, and if you've got DRS as well, it can catch you out because you'll be asking you to put DRS on before your pit limiter, and the amount of times I've got a 5-second penalty, they're going to have to be careful in the race. It's a short entrance.
I say it's weird, mate, isn't it? It's weird because, you know, if you've never driven around the circuit before, and, you know, you come out, you do your push, and then you go back in the pits, you're thinking, this is going to be, you're going to fly into the pits, a bit like Monza,
yep.
you know what I mean? It's going to be just like Monza,
yep.
you're going to fly into the pit, short pit entrance, and you're going to be flying out of the pits. No, nothing like it. You actually come out beyond turn 1. This is crazy, because turn 1's a little kink and start-finish straight, as you, between the start-finish line, of course, and the Tamburello chicane. So, yeah, it's a remarkable just how long that pit is. But it's good to see Imola back on the back on the game and also in real life. It's an old school circuit, of course. The layout's been changed. It was closed for safety reasons back in the day. Of course, the huge crash which tragically took the life of Ayrton Senna here, way back at the Tamburello curve, as it was then known as. So of course, they took the curve out, turned it to chicane, and slowed the cars down. Of course, I think who else had that horrendous crash there as well? I'm trying to think. Was it Rubens Barrichello? Exactly the same area. I can't remember. And his crash looked even worse than Senna's.
Then Bob coming through,
P3.
did a 14.9.
Yeah, another
Very
guy
nice.
the 14's tidy lap indeed. His teammate Stocks has backed out. He's not on a push lap at the moment. Cindery is out on top. We've not really seen much of Cindery yet. Had to disconnect. Had to come back into the session.
It's a beautiful car though, the Ferrari.
Is it?
I think it's a beautiful car.
Okay. What are your thoughts,
the strategy
Jack?
team, though.
Oh, mate. Well, to be honest, this afternoon, Mercedes out-Ferrari, didn't they?
This is true.
They really did. And they were complete balls up of their strat. Although maybe, I don't know, did they really, though? Russell was just very assertive because I want softs. And he came in. Hamilton didn't say anything. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes maybe the drivers have to be a little bit proactive as well. But,
yeah, Hamilton can't put all the blame onto them.
No. No, Ratzenberg, he crashed at yeah. But what I mean is, who crashed at the same place at the Tamburello curve? Who had the massive crash? Was it Barrichello or someone like that? Here comes Cindery. Roland Ratzenberg, of course, passed away that weekend. 15-0 from Cindery P4. Yeah, that was a horrific weekend in the history of Formula One with 2 fatalities on the same race week. Of course,
Boots is coming around now.
Who, sorry? Boots.
PSR Boots.
Okay, let's jump on board. He was 2 tenths up actually, so he could be looking at a 14 here. And it is indeed goes P3, the 14.9. Just
nice.
Pipping Finbob by about 4/100ths of a second. We've got Carsey. I haven't seen Carsey yet. He's not on a push lap. Rev Caterpillar's just coming through Tamburello. Venom's coming down towards Aqua Minerale. Magician's coming through Variante Alta. So I'm going to jump on board with Gigi Whitey Magician. Of course, he is representing Bunga BRT tonight. But yeah, what a horrific! I remember I was probably quite a few of you guys saw that race live when it all happened. Magician gets P2 with a 14.893. Pippin smoking by 6/1000ths of a second. Ladies and gentlemen, the checkered flag has come down, so these guys can complete their push laps. Give me a car to jump on. So here comes Sasha Andre. He was up as well. His sector 2 split. And he goes through P13. Eyes are on Hoopalicious. He's got provisional pole. He's slightly down at the split, making his way down towards the Rivazas. Is he going to seal the deal, confirm his pole position? I don't think there's going to be many drivers who can possibly catch him. He's currently...
Smokey is improving.
All right, we'll go on with Smokey in a minute. Here comes Hoopalicious.
1.5 tenths up.
Doesn't improve. Smokey is coming through the Variante Alta right now.
Purple sector 2.
Is anybody ahead of him on track? What about Sanchez? Yeah, I think MK's just back.
It's just an Aston Martin.
It's MK's who does improve, stays P15. Let's jump on board with Smokey. This is for pole, ladies and gents. He needs to find 2.5 tenths. He's 1.5 tenths up at the sector 2 split. This is all about this run now to the start-finish line. What has he got in the tank? Has he got pole? P2 with a 14.777, which is out by just over 1/10 of a second. And it's Hoopalicious for TTMN. He takes pole position.
Wait, is there another?
Oh, Bellafrox is on the push lap as well, but he's come through, stays P17. PSR Boots, I think, is just on a warm-down lap. Yeah, it's just coming through the pits now. So we are done in queue. Wow. What a great qualifying session that was.
That was impressive.
Indeed it was. Now, I'm going to just wait. If you can grab a couple of screenshots when the qualifying times come up, mate, and then we'll take a very short break. then before we give the ready up in the Discord chat. So let's just go through qualifying again. So it's Hupalicious from TTMN who takes pole position with a 1:14.647. Smokey on P2 for WOR. Then we have Magician and Maxi at P3 and P4. Boots and Finbob 5 and 6. Then we are on row 4. We have Stonks and Cindery. Row 5, Fern and Venom. Row 6, Sanchez and Carsi. Row 7, Caterpillar and Sasha Andre. And then on the second screen, we have MKJ and Klar. And then Bellafrox and Heatwave are row 19. Of course, Heatwave could not set a time. Had to serve a Q ban. So,
I mean, less than a second. Yeah, I've done that. Less than a second between the top 15. Just shows you how tight these guys are.
Absolutely, mate. That's what it's all about. Let's head back to the command centre. Okay, let's just do a quick time check. We're looking at 20:30, so I'm going to put a Discord note up. Ready up in 3 minutes. Ready, not before, thank you. If I can spell ready first of all, might be handy.
You've got this, beer. I believe in you.
Absolutely.
Do you ever write one of those words, like a 4-letter word, and then you sit there for ages thinking, it doesn't look right, it doesn't look right. You convince yourself.
I write lots of 4-letter words, mate, and I say lots of 4-letter words as well. I cannot deny. Right, I'll tell you what we can do. Let's go to the kebab pad, and let's have a look at some stats.
Any drivers got an update on the weather as well?
Yeah, we've got a weather
pop it in
update.
chat.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Weather will be nice. Okay, then let's have a look at some league tables going into tonight's race. There we are after round 1. Of course, Thomas got the victory last week for AEM. Choco was in P2. Axe got P3 from TTMM. Smokey P4. It was P2 on track, but he did get a 3-second time penalty. Bobbitt's from CRT, I should say, in P5. Caesar P6. But it's the all-important Constructors Championship. That decides the kudos. And it's WOR leading the way with 42 points from TTMM on 33, AEM on 29, CRT 23. VSR, of course, they're out of the competition now, but I kept them in for 1 week only on 21. FRA on 20. PSR 20. MVR 14. VLX were not here tonight on 3. And FRT yet to get off the mark. So that's the league tables going into tonight's race. So Smokey there qualifying well. Be looking for big points for WOR. But there's TTMN. Of course, TTMN, new kids on the block. An American team. I think, is it the remnants of top tier motorsport? I'm not too sure, but they're doing well, man. They did extremely well last week, and they're looking good in qualifying tonight as well.
There's some big teams in there. I mean, you expect the likes of WOR at the top, but I'm excited to see what FRA and PSR can do. Lurking a little bit in the background there, but big strong teams, good driver lineup. So
are we going to see them start to? Is BTX and Rex going to panic and bring in the big guns soon? Are we going to see a lead back in the saddle? Are we going to see some of the top PSR drivers?
It's nice to have the options, though, isn't it?
Yeah, well, exactly. It's a luxury that a lot of teams don't have. But there we go, ladies and gents. Yeah, there we go, ladies and gents. That's the league tables, and we're going to head back now to go back trackside.
I'll take midfield.
Okay, mate. I'll take the rear end. That's where I normally end up anyway. Formation lap, of course, is on. It is set to immersive. We have done some testing. So far, so good. It works. Fingers firmly crossed. Is Cody's going to let us down tonight? That's the question. But you've got to look at your tyre strats. Of course, the new regulations for F1 2022 is that you have a free tyre choice at the start of the race. Soft only in quali, and then a free tyre choice.
Top 12 have gone hard.
Yeah, only 2 runners opted for medium compound tyres. That's Rev Caterpillar from AEM and FRT Klar. Everyone else on the hard compound. The hards, though, it makes a lot of sense because it gives the drivers the option to go mediums or softs if they can get their tyres to last. We're just going to get the telemetry up and running as well and just load that up. And there we go. Hupalicious just leading the cars around. They're already quite well spread out, actually, with the rear gunner there. Who is the rear gunner? He's out of position at the moment. I think someone's had a spin. Is it MKJ?
Yeah, someone's had a spin. It's not. It's Sasha.
Sasha. Okay.
Should be up in P14, but obviously dropped to the back at the moment. Which can be awkward. I found you want to try and get your position back because obviously we've got to park in your grid slot. You'll have to overtake people, but yeah, they're working their way back.
But here we go. We're about to get going. Rebel or MVR. Sorry, Brett Kravitz. You see, I need you in the pit lane, dude. You can sort out my faux pas. You know what I mean, Brett? Rusty says 90-second pit stop. Oh God, yeah. I don't know if you guys saw the WOR, the Legacy on Friday, and poor old Rusty got absolutely shafted in the pit lane. Under the safety car towards the end, thought he'd come in for a cheeky pit stop, and the game decided to just hold him there. Most unfortunate.
Oh wow.
I think half the chat were feeling sorry for him, and the other half were pissing their pants. It was definitely a Marmite moment, but it was unlucky, Rusty. It was very, very unlucky. But here we go, ladies and gents. 32 laps around this tricky testing circuit. 19 corners.
Fern got disqualified.
I'm not shouting. I'm not shouting like. Actually, I'm not going to shout like Seto. Roch, would you like to call the race start, mate?
I don't shout, but
call
I
it.
can. We can.
Call it, mate. Call it.
All right. Waiting for the final cars to line up.
I think it's just about ready. Here we go.
Wait, I never saw any lights, but they're off. They're off. There's no lights on my screen. Oh, Stonks has had a great start. Venom has got up into P7. He's right on the back of Stonks, and he's gone for the move on the outside. Everyone... Red Bull there. Oh, Maxi.
Smokey takes the lead off Hoopalicious with a move around the outside of the Tamburello chicane. He's got the job done. It's what he needed to do. Hoopalicious, though, is all over the back of him as they're coming towards the Villeneuve chicane. Don't know who these guys is. Where is... Jesus Christ. Okay, so coming down, making their way down towards the Tozer hairpin for the first time.
Fern has just made a move on the Red Bull and Max, but Max has just fought back on the outside line.
And Cindery's just got a job done as well on Stonks as well, but they're going almost side by side. Let's just jump on board that midfield pack. Here we come as they come through Piratella.
If you jump on
for
Fern,
the first time.
really close behind Max here.
There's a bunch of cars, mate, but I'll try my best to stay with them. I'm on board with Fern at the moment. I'm on board with
contact there with the Mercedes and Stonks.
Yeah, Stonks and Caterpillar there, getting mixing it up as they make their way down towards Virianti Outer for the first time. They are side by side. Who is going to give Gran Sanchez is right in the mix as well as they just run that curb. So far, so good. We've got Carsy's at a moment. He's at the back of the grid. I think he's had a spin. Look at Cindery, though, all over the back of PSR Fern as they make their way down through the Ravazzas for the first time. Of course, no DRS for the first... on this track, it's basically first 3 laps. There's only one DRS zone, but Smokey is on his way. We're just staying with this midfield pack at the moment as they're going. And it looks like we've got... who is that? Is that the Alpha Towers? Clar on MKEJ?
MKEJ, yep. Looks like he's going to take the inside line into turn 1.
And he gets the move done.
He does.
Nicely done there. Nicely done. That's how you do it. A little bit of a lag spike there on someone's car. Heatwave has got past Belfrox, so he's already made 3 positions
Venom seems to have been pushed wide. He was off track for a second there. He's had a bad start then, and he's dropped quite far actually.
He has, yeah. It's a Smokey at the moment. He's carrying the flag for WOR. It's a long race.
7.
2 laps out of 32. A long way to go. Yeah, a long way to go. But Smokey's got the lead from Hoopalicious, of course, with that run down to Tamburello on the first lap. Got a fantastic start. He really lit those hard tyres up. Magician, though, is sat there in P3. Boots in 4. Maxi in 5. PSR Fern in 6 at the moment. It's a good start for PSR drivers in the top. Both drivers in the top 6. Cindery has made ground as well. Currently sat in P7 in the Ferrari.
I think it was really important.
He's going to get an overtake on Fern. Is he? He's side by side. I think he's going to get the move done. Fern had a bad exit out of the Virianti Outer. But it's got side by side into the Ravazzas. Who is going to lift off? They're going side by side. They're rushing. Oh, he's onto the gravel. Oh my word! Now there's going to be stewards looking at that one.
I don't know if he left a car's width there.
Yeah, did he leave a car's width? But he's dropped 2 positions minimum. Stonks is going to get a run past him as well. And it's a side by side battle. But of course, poor old Third, his tyres are going to be really scrubbed up at the moment. It's going to take him a lap or so to clean those tyres off. He's looking to try and come back at Stonks, but Stonks has sealed the deal and has moved himself up into P8.
Oh, he's right on his rear, though.
Belfrox has had a moment as well. He has dropped to last. He's had a spin somewhere on tracks up and promotes Carsey up to P17. The medium runners, Rev Caterpillar in P7's made really good ground. He's had a really good start. Clar's also gained positions at the start. We'll just get that telemetry up. I want to have a quick look at that in a minute. Give me 2 seconds. Remember which one it is now. Penalties. Position change. There we go. Yeah, let's just get this up.
Gained 6.
Yeah, he's had a real...
I don't think we can overestimate the importance it was of Smokey getting round Hoopalicious at the start there. It's massively important for him.
It's critical, yeah. Of course, DRS, though, is now active. It will kick in on the next straight, which is the start-finish line, so we'll keep an eye on that. Finn Bob has dropped 5 positions at the start.
Fern nearly lost it.
Well, let's jump on board the leaders. I want to see if Hoobalicious is close enough for a run as they come out the Ravazzas. He's going to get a nice tow off Smokey. Let's just jump on board. Here we go. But Smokey had a fantastic launch there out the second Ravazza, hugging the pit wall. But Hoobalicious is closing. The DRS is now activated. He's closing up on Smokey. I think he's just going to run out of road before turn 2 as they come in towards Tamburello, and Smokey covers him off. And just have a look back down the field. We've got Sanchez with Fern as well, nose to stern with Stonks. We've got some movement. Heatwave going around the outside of MKS. He's got the move done. Moves himself up into P14 with a classic overtake going around the outside at the entrance to the Tamburello chicane. Normally you see guys going up the inside.
Fox has had another spin.
And Finn Bob.
Heatwave is on wide.
Hang on, we've got cars 4. We've got almost 4 abreast coming out of Tozer. Finn Bob's lost a couple of places. Clark Fern and Sasha Andre all scrapping as they make their way up towards the Piratellas. And look at Clark trying to go up the inside. Oh, that was always going to happen. You're not going to get 2 cars side by side trying to take the racing line through there. It's just not going to happen. And you've now got Heatwave all over the back of WR Venom. So that is Clark. All the gains he made has gone. And I tell you what,
had a bit of a...
Venom's dropped it again, I think. Semi half dropped it. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Not quite sure. That was a bit weird. That was watching.
Yeah, that was weird. As to say, MKH had a little bit of a moment, and then Venom just seemed to stop.
Yeah, absolutely. Zune, thank you for the follow, dude. Welcome to the channel. With Cindery, which we're on board with. That's the fastest lap of the race so far. We're in the 19.0. Of course, lap times will tumble. Sanchez having a look at Stonks. Goes around the inside with a bit of DRS, easy as you like. Gets the move done well before the braking zone at Tamburello. Moves himself up back into the top 10.
Fern has got ahead of Sasha.
From 10 to 9. Fern and Sasha, okay, yeah.
Move into the top 10.
Fern, of course, trying to get back on track after having that moment a couple of laps ago.
Importantly as well, Beer, is Caterpillar has broken the DRS from Sanchez.
Yeah, and he's on the medium tyres. It was very, very important for his race that he makes use of these tyres. The problem is, though, he's now coming into a DRS train now. That is going to be the problem where overtaking is going to be that little bit trickier. Cindery showing fine form at the moment, trying to chase down Maxi G as they come into a very anti-alto. We're on lap 5, ladies and gents, out of 32. Here. Weather seems to be set fair. It's looking good. No sign of rain, no sign of any cloud for that matter. Absolutely.
Don't jinx
crystal
it.
Clear. No, I want to see some rain. I want to see rain. I want to see these esports drivers have to really sweat it.
I think Hoopy's got to really try and break a second, get that DRS off Magician, and then it's going to be a two-way fight between him and Smokey.
Yeah.
Just about doing.
Fern. Oh, Fern. He's had a spin. Is he going to pit? Is he going to try and drop those tyres? Takes a bit of the
Bollard straight into
unsafe
class.
I'm not sure. Not for that's one for the stewards, not for me. Right, let's have a look at the tyre situation. Don't forget, of course, top right-hand side of the screen, ladies and gents, you've got Bill Emetry showing all your tyre wear up there. If you look there, top right of the screen, your tyre temps, tyre wear, brake temperatures, deltas, ERS usage. You've got the goddamn lot up there. So keep an eye on that, because tyre wear could be critical for the guys who are going to go hards to softs, which I think there may be a few of.
Strategy's going to be interesting.
Camp. It is indeed, mate. Oh, we've got a Red Bull just lagging at the back. I think the rev cap had a slight lag spike. Smokey, what's some info on Smokey? Right, there we go. Smokey's got his temperature turned on. He has indeed. 22% across the fronts, 24 and 25 on the rears at the moment. He's got
a Hoop is there, closing right into the rear of Smokey here. He might try and have a look into turn 1.
I think we could be on for a possible change of lead here. Yeah, he's got to have a really good run here.
He's using his
used his battery. And that's easy as you like. Smokey not even bothering to really defend that at all. I think Smokey wants to keep as much battery as he can to just try and now stay within the DRS. And he wants Smokey to try and really burn up those tyres. We've got yellows in sector 2. We've got Bellafrost has gone off at Aqua Minerale. He's had a spin and he's got going again.
That's their third of the dip race. They're not having a good time at the moment.
Not at the moment. Not looking great for FRT, sorry. But there is plenty of time. Safety car, something like that, and we are job done. We're back in business. Say Cindery, I think Cindery is the man with the real pace and that he gets stuck in that DRS train. I got the feeling that if he could get an overtake, if he gets to the front of this pack, get in front of Magician, then he could chase down the leaders. I've got a feeling he's got the pace tonight. But he is stuck at the moment. And of course, for Rev Caterpillar, this is suiting him down to the ground. He can just cruise along. Should be trying to recover some of that ERS now as well, if he can, as they come through Viranti Alta. Lap 7 out of 25. The pit window for the medium runner should be around about lap 12 to 15. For the hard runners, if they're going to go mediums, it's going to be around about lap 16 to 19. If they're going to go softs, around about lap 20 to 23. If they're going to go hard softs. Now, Boots has got a chance here. Let's jump on board a PSR Boots. Going to go for Magician. It should be a straightforward overtake here. Using some of that, just deploying some of that battery DRS. Job done. Moves PSR up into the top 3. FOA Stonks, he's at a moment now. He is pitting off those hard tyres. So you just check, is he having a front wing change?
Yeah, he's changing his wing. So he's
Okay.
some damage.
No worries, dude. Okay.
And he's gone onto the mediums.
On the mediums, I don't think he can go to the end on those tyres. I think he's going to have to go medium soft. What's happened to heat wave?
We've got a heat wave, yeah.
Oh, heat was at a spin. And that's coming out of the Tamburello chicane, by the looks of it. Yeah,
Does not look like he's taken any damage, though. He's got both end plates.
Okay. Rusty says beer is the engineer for everybody. Yeah, absolutely. I'll give you all your stats, man. You don't need race engineers when you got me here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Max.
Yep.
Here is right on the rear of Magician.
I'm on board. Well, Magician's now just struggling. Oh, there's a bit of Tokyo drift there.
And that's
now
it's
Sindri.
for Sindri.
Yeah, Sindri going to have a run down to Levatsas. Is he going to have a run? Has this just saved Magician as well from being overtaken? Possibly. Magician may have just picked up DRS as well. But Maxi had a real moment there. Can Sindri get enough toe to try and just ease his way past him? Of course, both cars are going to have DRS. They do indeed. Magician, I think, did he have DRS?
Yes.
Yeah, he did. He just picked it up in time. Meanwhile, up front, Boots has now joined the twosome at the front, so it's now a sexy threesome between Hippalicious, Smokey, and PSR Boots for the lead. They're just trying to drop Magician if they can. Chances Sata says, "Is this no line?" Yeah, no assist whatsoever, dude. No assist.
Yeah, everybody's no assist.
Absolutely.
I tried no line once, it was not fun. So I have mad respect for these guys.
Believe it or not, I can do no line. It's the rest I can't do. I took traction control off and I can do no line, but ABS is just...
I managed to do a bit of no traction, but I couldn't do a whole race with it.
I'm washed anyway, let alone trying to take the ABS off. That was just a bridge too far for me in my advanced years. Now, the problem Magician has got now, he is going to lose DRS here. Maxi's going to fancy his chances as they come down to the Revatsas. Big DRS train developing now. Yellow's in Sector 1. Looks like Belafrox has gone off again. Same place as last lap. It's the exit of the Tamburello chicane. He's not having a good time there at the moment.
They're going to end up getting lapped at this rate.
Yeah. Here comes Maxi. Then he's looking for the move on Magician, and he's going to go around the outside, coming down towards Tamburello, and gets the job done. That's an important overtake. And now Sindri got yellows. Oh, he's gone off again on the
he's right. Sindri might have a look at Magician here.
Yeah, he needs to be real careful now because he's got cars coming up to lap him. There's Belfrox. As you can see, they're looking back there.
You really can follow nicely with these cars, though.
Oh, yeah, he gets so much closer.
Oh, he's got
Sindri going up the inside. Yeah, Tozer. Oh, that's a beauty. Has he got the traction out the corner? Magician's trying to fight it, but I think Sindri's got the high ground now. Magician's going to have to yield this one, surely.
Side by side.
Yeah, Magician yields it, and Sindri gets the job done and is released now to try and chase after the front four drivers. That was an important move there for Sindri. He's been trying to make ground for some laps now. Magician's starting to go backwards at the moment, down to P6 because we've got Rev Caterpillar now right behind him, then Sanchez, but then a bit of a gap after Sanchez back to Finn Bob. He's about 5.5 seconds off the pace at the moment. The top 8 have kind of dropped the rest of the pack at the moment. We'll just stay on board with... who should we have a look at, actually? I don't know if there's going to be any obvious overtaking done here. I think everyone's a bit too spread out. Maybe Rev Caterpillar possibly. He's close. He's getting a little bit of toe off Magician. They've both got DRS, but look at the overspeed.
As well.
Yeah, he is. He's going to try and go around the outside. He's going to jump on board here. Rev Caterpillar going to try and let go. Late in the brakes into Tamburello. Can he make this one stick? Oh, as the bailout goes across the gravel. Surely he has to yield that position. Surely he's got to give that position, but he does.
Yeah, he does.
He just sits in behind him. He had to try and pick his spot carefully so Sanchez just didn't dart through. Do you know what I mean?
There's always I think what Science advert earlier as well today, didn't he? He had to get the position back, but Lando was going to take. So
yeah.
I must say, exciting so far. First 11 laps.
Now, interestingly enough, Hippolytus has break DRS and Smokey. And that is going to bring possibly Boots right into play now. Smokey is losing that extra horsepower advantage. So let's just jump on. I want to jump on board with PSR Boots now to see if we can really close up on Smokey, put the pressure on. Ben Neal in chat says, which team didn't show up? Yeah, it was Velox, unfortunately. Eddie, we don't know, but apparently Quantum broke his Xbox.
Oh, 3 cars wide here, down at Venom and MK. FRT.
Here we go. Oh my good lord, they are indeed. Carsey, Imcage and Venom as they come into the Ravatsas. And it is job done for Venom. He's himself back up to P11. Cindery is all over the back of Maxi G coming through Tamburello. Let's just get
MK has got a 3-second penalty as well.
Okay.
Missed that.
First time penalty of the day. Here comes Carsey. Trying to get the inside here. Is he going to get the job done?
Ooh.
Oh, and oh!
I think MK's just missed their breaking point there.
Yeah. He's given up the position straight away, which is good to see. Yeah, he looked like he was almost defending thin air there for a second, and he just completely bailed out. Oh, we've got a car going slow. Oh, that's a lap car, I think, isn't it? FRT Bellafrox, I think. Just
staying out of the way.
Getting out of the way. Let's look at Cindery. He is all over the back of Maxi as they come out of Aqua Minerale. Starting to show some real pace now.
I actually think Sanchez might have a look at Caterpillar here.
Okay, I'm just going to stay with Cindery at the moment because he's going to have the first run. Yellow's in Sector 2, that's... I think it's Bellafrox again.
Heatwave has picked up a 3-second.
Just keep going, Bellafrox, keep going. Still potential points. Still potential points. Now,
Caterpillar's in the pits.
Okay, thank you. Those medium tyres just haven't lasted. 30, going to the hard tyres now, one would think. And we have an incident at the back somewhere. TTM Stonks and Clark, possibly. So on board of Cindery, Rev Caterpillar does indeed put on a set of hard tyres, so he'll be going to the end on those. Cindery's going to have a run at Maxi. Maxi defending well, making that Red Bull nice and fat, but Cindery's trying to go around the outside at Tozer. And he has to just, a bit of snap of oversteer there, and Max holds position as they make their way up the hill. Wow. Let's just stay with this battle. They want to have a quick look at the telemetry for Smokey. Well, Hoopalicious, that's where he's at the moment, 41%, where Smokey's taken more out of his tyres. Boots has not got his telemetry on. Come on, team managers. It's in the rules, guys. Come on. It's advisory. As Maxi gets a little bit out of shape there on the exit of Virianti Outer, and Cindy just got to sit behind him here. He should have a nice clean run out of the Ravatsas. Let's see how he gets on. Makes his way now out of the second part of Ravatsas, back under power, and this should be, I would think, a straightforward overtake for Cindery. Going to use the DRS. Doesn't want to use too much battery there. Just wants to do enough to get the job done. So he needs to recover some of that battery. But there he goes. Gets the job done on Maxi. Who has to just sit in
Sanchez is going to go around the outside of Magician into turn 1. Easy move with the DRS.
Can you invite Fern, please? PSR Fern's left the session. Can you invite him, please? Cheers, dude. Sorry, I had to get on that real quick.
That's okay. Got this.
Thomas LFC, hi. How you doing, man? Welcome in. Just want to jump on board Magician. We've got Carsey on the back of Venom. Those two are slowly but surely making progress in the field. Just go back onto the broadcast cam. And what have we got here? Let's have a look at this little three-way dance developing now. Boots, Cindery, of course, they've just cleared Maxi, but Maxi's going to try and get as much of a tow and try and stay with Cindery as possible. But Cindery is really on the charge at the moment. Oh, PSR Fern is back in. That's good news.
MCAD has just lost it and gone into a wall,
on the exit of
lost the wing. Yeah, and, going into the corner, he'd run wide and then he got on the power too early and it's just thrown him into a wall.
Right, okay. Yeah, so Rev Caterpillar and Stonks obviously go up places.
He's going to need to pit for a new wing.
Yeah, so we'll stay on board with Cindery and then I'll check some tyre telemetry. Cindery trying to get a job done on PSR boots. I don't think it's going to be quite close enough on the run down towards the Tambo chicane. Yeah, he's not quite. Smokey is staying with Hoopalicious. Hoopalicious tyres on 47, as you can see, but Smokey and the high 40s, low 50s. PSR boots, we don't have any telemetry data. Cindery is also the high 40s on those rear tyres. It's the rears that take a bit of a pounding around here. Maxi, another driver who will be getting a reprimand for not having telemetry on. We'll go with this battle again between Cindery and Boots. Clar's in the pits, new set of hard tyres going on
for
there.
The hards.
Yeah, that's a straightforward strat there. The pit window for the mediums to hards is just about as closed now anyway. The eyes now are on which of these drivers on the hard tyre is going to come in and do a medium stint, which is going to try and extend out if possible and put softs on. I don't know, mate. I think tide deck is actually a bit higher than I expected tonight. Whether it's higher track temperatures tonight, I'm not sure, Watch. But looking
what
at the
percentage of the hards on?
About 50. Around about 50 now,
okay.
mate. Quick look at Smokey. Is he close enough for a run at Hoopalicious? We'll stay with these ones. Cindery is going to get a real run at Boots, so I think he's going to breeze past him here. Yellows in sectors 1, that's a FRT driver. And here comes Cindery. Is he going to get the job done? Comes to the
Boots
inside.
has got 30%, but he's not deploying. He's going to let this, wisely.
Yeah,
save your ERS.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Cindery
Half a race to go.
Yeah, it's a long way to go yet. Cindery moves himself up to P3.
Has Max got a penalty? Yes, Max has got a penalty. That's going to prove crucial near the end.
That is going to be very, very crucial. Those extra 3 seconds could make all the difference. Dizzy, assist 2 small bit. Yes, indeed, mate. Yes, indeed. We need to pick our team. And as soon as I've got this race done, we'll pick our team, Diz, for tomorrow. Okay, so a quick go back to the leaders. Nice copter cam view. In fact, I'm so tempted to get the copter cam out, I must admit. Thing is, the game though quickly changes views, which catches me.
I do love the copter cam. That's always the best view.
Copter cam's cool, isn't it? I do like it as well. But just staying with the leaders for the moment. Hoopalicious and Smokey. Got 3.4 second advantage over Cindery, but Cindery's starting to eat into that a little bit now. Just taking a couple hundredths out. Nothing too much at the moment. I think at the moment these guys are thinking about their strategies, trying to just work out whether they can eke out these tyres to go onto a soft, or whether the an early pit and the mediums are a better option. That's what they're trying to work out.
I'm just watching Clar, who's obviously pit already and it's now on the hards, but he's really closing in on Heatwave.
Yeah, Sanchez has pulled the trigger. He's coming in. That'd be medium tyres going on there for the CRT Ferrari driver. So where's he going to... He's probably going to come out around about somewhere near Heatwave, I reckon. He may come out just in front of Heatwave. Of course, the guys will also think about not only about the tyre strats, but also where they're going to feed out on track. That's the thing. They don't have race engineers. Well, they'll have race engineers to a degree, possibly in party, but not in the lobby. So race engineer data will be delayed by a few seconds, which could be quite crucial, actually, because a slight time delay on the stream, so they don't get real-life data.
Yeah, Clar's going to get round Heatwave here. Simple move on the start-finish straight with the DRS open.
Job done, and Stonks has gone out for these guys. That was important for Stonks. Sorry, not Stonks, sorry, for Carsey, making his stop. What have we got here? Stonks is all in the back of Rev Caterpillar as well. Rev Caterpillar, of course, pitted. Stonks pitted some time ago. Is going to have to probably run. Well, I'm not sure. Where Stonks will probably go softs, won't he? He's going to run the mediums till about 23. Hoopalicious has pulled the trigger. He is not going for a soft run. I think it's going to be straight on the mediums. So interesting call there for Hoopalicious. Magician's also in the pits. We're going to go with Sanchez because he was the first car that's pitted. He is just making his way now down towards the Revatsas because we know it's going to be a long pit stop. Has an undercut really worked for Sanchez? Has he closed the gap up on Hoopalicious? Hoopalicious is trundling down the pit lane.
We've got Magician, Sasha in and Venom in as well.
I think this has worked really well for Sanchez. He has closed the gap around to about 5 seconds on Hoopalicious. And in fact, Sanchez has cleared Magician as well. Rev Caterpillar's going through, and I think Stonks has just gone through as well. This is going to be tight. Here we go, going into turn 2. Stonks has... Magician's managed to get out in front of those two drivers, in front of Caterpillar and Stonks, and that was crucial. Absolutely crucial for his race to clear those guys. Venom's come in for a set of medium compound tyres. Now, surely Smokey's going to have to come in. Let's jump on board with the race leader. making his way down to the advance. He's got to try and... Is he going to cover off Hooplicious, or is he stretching out and going for the softs? We're about to find out. Is he going to come into the pits? He does! So there'll be medium tyres going on there. What about Cindery? Is Cindery going to stretch out? No, he comes in as well, making the scheduled stop. But Boots and Maxi stay out. Interesting. Are they going to go for that soft strategy? That's the call.
I think once you decide, you've got to commit and go for it. Try something else.
Absolutely. The question is Hooplicious going to get the jump? Let's jump on board with Hooplicious. Keep your eye on Smokey's car. This is going to be close, but Hooplicious just set purple sector 3. This is going to be so close. There are the cars, and with the straight line speed, I think Hooplicious is going to get there just in front. He does, and retakes the lead. Oh, that's so close. That is so close.
Great driving from both of them.
That was, but the fact that Hooplicious has to do one more lap on those tyres now, is that going to be crucial at the end, where the tyre deg is going to be critical? Yellow's in sector 1. We've got a Red Bull off. We've got a Red... Is that Caterpillar?
Oh, it's Caterpillar.
It's Caterpillar.
I was on board with him, but when I came to watch Smokey coming out the pits, it was him and Stonks and Magician all in close proximity, so I don't know if there's been contact there or something. It doesn't look like he's got damage, though.
Oh, right, okay.
He's now under pressure from Venom.
Thomas says, Beer, are you commentating for the Evolution Tiers? Probably not. We have a night off, I think. I did it last week. I was just covering for Jay on a Thursday. Oh, and Maxi's gone into the back of Boots. Oh, he's got damage now. Has that caused Boots damage as well? So somebody clip that. That's going to be one for the stewards, guys. Maxi just trigger happy coming into the pits, and he gave Boots a real clap. I think Maxi's going to have the new front wing on there anyway.
Let's hope he hasn't given rear wing damage. That's a nightmare.
Boots, if he has, PSR going to be absolutely furious.
Jesus Christ, see you.
Sound
you
alert.
are fucking omni-shambles, that's what you are. You're like that coffee machine, you know, from bean to cup, you fuck up.
Thank you, Rusty. I know you've been saving up your channel points.
I tell you who's the biggest
Sound
gainer.
alert. Sound alert.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Thank you very much indeed. Okay, back with the action. Cindery then. We just saying, sorry, that Cindery.
I think he's the biggest gainer. He's up to P3 now after all the stops.
I
think he was 5th, wasn't he?
No. I think he was P3. He got past Boots.
Oh, okay.
Guys, go easy on the sound alerts. I will turn them off. Go easy, Matty. Come on, you know better.
Somehow he's managed to
The only person who hasn't stopped at the moment is PSR
2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
sweeper, but sooner or later you dance me.
Oh my god.
Guys, you've been warned about it. I keep on telling you, don't spam the sound alerts. Grow up.
Just turn them off.
I've just turned them off, mate. You've just wasted all your channel points, guys. It's really silly. Listen to my direction. Okay, back on board of Smokey. Is he going to have a run at Hooplicious? Is he just going to try and look after his tyres now? Sets a fast slap at the race so far. 17.843. Thank you for the follow. Chaz Brad09. Welcome in, dude. Welcome to the channel. Crespi, sorry, the ads are beyond my control. If you don't want to see the ads, mate, subscribe. It's really nice and simple. The ads are beyond my control. It's Twitch. Nothing to do with me, mate. And so we're back on board with Smokey. Thank you for the follow, Thomas 1 LFC as well. Welcome in. Cindery though has taken out a couple of tenths, I should say, out of Smokey. The gap between P2 and P3. He's got Sanchez, PSR Boots. PSR Boots was the unfortunate one there. Sanchez has been the big winner, up to P4.
He has, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And he's in line with his teammate now, so they can really work together.
This is looking mighty for CRT at the moment. Some big points for Continental. Of course, good to see Continental back in as well, because of course they unfortunately didn't qualify for the mini-season Big Twos.
Boots has picked up a 3-second time penalty.
That could be absolutely crucial, mate.
Especially when these drivers all run so close. These make the big difference.
Yeah.
Carty has just had a bit of a wobble.
Crispy, that's fine, mate, but you have to put up the ads. There's nothing I can do, dude. You know what I'm saying? Here comes Smokey on Hooplicious. He's going to make for a run. No, gets really close to the back of Hooplicious, but then decides to back off. And we've got a bit of a DRS train developing. Cindery, Sanchez and PSR Boots. Sanchez has maintained pace with Cindery. So CRT, I think they're working a strategy here, aren't they, mate? They're going to try and just Sanchez be the wingman for Cindery and lock in P3 and P4. But Cindery is closing on Smokey, mate. He's got a gap down to just under 4.5 seconds. Yeah.
Last lap it was 5, so yeah, closing in.
Yeah. Can we have a look at Hoops' ERS? Of course we can. Oh, yeah, Yellow's in sector 2. That's just one of the lap cars.
He's got 65%. And Smokey's got 55.
Kebab.
So we've both got quite healthy.
Sauce and salad with
They
that?
have. Oh, Dizzy Barracuda, you generous soul, has just gifted Crespi a subscription. Hey, there we go. Job done. Crespi, what you need to do now is refresh. No, what you need to do, Crespi, refresh the stream, dude, and that'll get rid of your adverts, man. Job done. Dizzy, thank you so much for hooking Crespi up there with the gifted sub. Thank you so much, brother. That is greatly appreciated. Thank you, brother. Double thumbs up from the Racing Guru. Outstanding.
I think Venom might be having a look at Carsey on this straight.
Let's jump on board. Here we go. Let's have a look at Venom.
He has got only 11%
he
ERS.
got a wobble. He had a wobble coming out of the second Lavazza's, mate. That's cost him big time.
Yeah, it really has.
That has really cost him. If he'd have got the clean exit, I think he would have got the job done, like you said.
He's draining that ERS. I mean, once you get below 10%, you don't get any benefit, really, do you?
Well, no.
I've been told.
No, but yes, about it. I mean, I think 5% is nothing, isn't it? The engine's already like maxed out, isn't it?
Oh, Carsey's picked up a 3-second time penalty.
Oh, that's going to be critical because he's got Venom and Caterpillar within that 3-second range. And of course, Carsey's just up in front of these guys at the moment. So look at Maxi all over the back of FRA Stonks, making the way out of Piratella down towards Aqua Minerale. And he's watched it. He almost ran to the back of Stonks there. Of course, he's on.
They show a lot of trust in each other when they're that close together.
Is he going to make a dive up to Valencia?
He's looking to the inside.
Is it on the side by side? And then neither driver's giving ground. And Maxi, yeah, you have to lift off there, dude. He did. He was off the track there. Of course, he can't. All 4 wheels off the track. You cannot go and overtake. But he should be able to get the job done now. He's anxious to try and clear Stonks. Stonks at the moment is ruining his race. I'm just thinking, it's Max in a moment somewhere. He gets the move done because he was right up there with PSR Boots, and that's all changed, isn't it?
Wasn't it? Didn't he go into the back of thingy?
The pit stops with Boots, of course.
So he only had to have a new
wing replacement. It was a wing replacement, wasn't it? Yeah. Well, he's kind of mastered his own downfall, really, isn't it? I guess. But he's back on it now. Going to chase after Magician from Bunga. I think he'll be feeling quite confident about hooking this car up and catching up to Magician. We've still got 8 laps to go though, but the battle is up front. It's Hooperlicious from Smokey, but Cindery is still slowly catching the gap down now to 4 seconds. And importantly for Cindery, he's dropped DRS in his teammate. Oh, he's just picked up a 3-second time penalty. No. How crucial is that going to be, possibly even for a podium?
Now, what are they going to do here?
They're going to switch the cars over.
Are they going to swap the driver?
Yeah. I'm wondering now. I'm wondering if they're going to switch the cars around. It would make sense. Depends though whether Sanchez has got the pace. Here comes Smokey, catching. Is he going to go for an inside line? No, decides to back out. Had a real look at the overtake, then backed out. Got yellows in sector 3. I think that's an FRT lap car. As Maxi sets the fastest lap of the race, the 17.452. Of course, you do get a point for fastest lap as well as 3 points for pole position as they make their way into toes. A lap 25 out of 32, and Smokey is all over the back of the Delicious.
I'll tell you what, these two are cut above the rest at the moment, aren't they, Hoop and Smokey?
Team boss Bobberts has said we are not swapping the drivers over.
Fair play.
Cindery is carrying Sanchez right now, says Cam. Yeah, I agree. I don't think at the moment Sanchez has quite got the pace. Cindery is doing a good job. And if anything...
To be fair, it looks like the gap to Boots is increasing a little bit.
Boots has got a penalty
and Boots
as well.
has a penalty as well, yeah.
So Cindery...
And then Magicians.
So at the moment, P3 and P4 are in the bag for Continental at the moment. We're just staying on board with this battle. In fact, what we're going to do is just flick onto the broadcast cams. We're just not on the same camera.
He's still closing though, Cindery is. He's now 3.9,
3.8. Absolutely. Taco Man, how you doing, buddy? My brother from another mother. Good to see you. Mr. El Taco Man Gaming. And Smokey is getting closer and closer to Hoop Delicious. They come down to Tamburello, lap 26 out of 32. The gap, though, has just crept up to 4.2. I think Cindy had a slightly untidy final sector. Stocks in the pits. It'll be going on to softs.
Fern is still the only one that hasn't pit yet. 26 laps in.
That's crazy. I've just noticed that. Why is he not pitted? Is it an unusual
He's on the
strategy?
hard, so he's going to go onto the softs.
It's unusual. Who PRS? Let's have a quick look. This is for Rusty. There we go. 81 versus 75. So they've been basically having a bit of a war of attrition, haven't they? These the top two. They've both been harvesting ERS for some time. Whereas look at Sindri, for example. He has burnt off the vast majority of his battery.
A legend.
Sanchez
These
is
are on
still there.
80-90%.
Yeah, he's still better though than Sanchez and PSR Boots. He's got a little bit more battery left in there. Parsnips comes in with a Prime sub. Welcome to the Kebab House crew, Parsnip. Thank you so much for the Prime subscription. Just refresh the channel to get rid of those pesky adverts, dude. And welcome aboard. Okay, so we're going to go back on board with the leaders again. This is where it's at. We're starting lap 27 out of 32. 6 laps to go, including this one. And Smokey is all over the gearbox of Hoopalicious. Hoopalicious at the moment is soaking up the pressure very, very well. But you almost get the feeling that Smokey is just primed to make a move at some stage soon.
Well, Hoop's got to be sweating right now because one tiny mistake and
Yeah, absolutely.
that opens the door for Smokey.
But he's doing a fine job at the moment.
He is indeed.
For TTMM. His teammate Heatwave down in P17 at the moment, so it's Hoopalicious tonight is carrying the team because Heatwave, to be fair, had to serve a key ban, so he was always going to be.
Well, as you say
struggling.
that, Heatwave moves up to 16.
There we go, up to P16. There we go. Stonks and this new set of tyres. Fern is still out though on those hards. I don't know. I honestly don't know what the strategy is there. That's lost me, mate. It really, really has.
I mean, you got to a point where now you're not going to really catch, even if you go on the softs.
Well, he's going to drop down to P17, mate.
Yeah.
I don't understand this. I don't know. I really don't know. It's the strangest strategy. Magician.
Okay,
picks up
Magician. Yeah.
Actually, let's have a look at the penalty situation. Actually, on the old. There we go. That's what we're looking at the moment with the penalties. As Rev Caterpillar also picks up a 3-second time penalty. So at the moment, your top three is Hoopalicious, Smokey, and then Sanchez. But I tell you what, Finn Bob, he needs to. If he can just get his finger out a little bit on his last 4 laps, he could steal a position off Maxi. It's possible. It's possible. And Boots
But
is all
that
over the back
time,
of
he doesn't
Sanchez.
seem to have gained any time.
Yeah.
It's been 5 seconds for a while now. Keeping an eye on that.
Raid says, could Maxi get a pen for that pit lane instant? Quite possibly. That'll be up to the stewards. Of course, PSI would have to. A clip would have to be submitted. A ticket would have to be raised. And then the stewards. Thomas says, why is there only 18 beer and kebab? Velox didn't unfortunately could not provide 2 drivers tonight. They had an issue with Quantum, whose Xbox is broken. I didn't say, but Edu just literally was absent without leave. Matty Torley there will no doubt be getting a hammer out on a few of his drivers. You know what I mean?
Heatwave moved up. Fern's finally pitted.
He's come in. New set of softs going on there. So that's the penalty situation. Let's just have a quick look at the tyre situation. Don't forget to check Bill Emmetsby, of course, so we can see how these tyres are getting on. Hoopalicious. Slightly more tyre. Smokey's looking after his tyres a little bit better.
I think he's waiting for like a final couple of laps and really go for it.
I think this is the situation where it's the calm before the storm, isn't it? It's going to be a push on the last lap and a half, really. Of course, Smokey did come in a lap after Hoopalicious. His tyres should be naturally a little bit fresher. PSR Boots is all over the back of Sanchez as well. Of course, Sanchez does have the luxury of being able to sit on that 3-second penalty that Boots has got. So even if Boots does pass him, Boots will probably run out of time to extend the gap to 3 seconds. Carsey at the moment in P10, he is also dropping out of the top 10 as it currently stands with Venom not carrying a penalty. Yellow's in Sector 2, that is FRT again, I think. Belfrox, he's had a race to forget, but he's kept going, and that's important.
Yep, that's the most important thing.
Yeah, not giving up, not giving up. Just go easy in the chat, please, guys. You don't need any smart-ass comments there between you. Stewards will decide if anything happens, obviously. Here we go then, lap 29. It seems to be lap 30 as the leaders come through, and the gap is again around about 0.7 of a second. Sindri holding station in P3. In fact, now is legit P3 because he's pulled out a 3-second gap. But here comes PSR Boots. He's maybe going for the position change here. He does indeed get the job done. Now, has Boots got enough left in those tyres to stretch out 3 seconds over Sanchez? Which
Max has got ahead of Magician as well.
He has indeed.
P6
there for Max. Those two are well clear of Thin Bob at the moment. He's gradually been losing time on those two drivers. Carsey in the top 10, but he's not dropping Venom at the moment. So at the moment, as I've mentioned, Venom will be moving up into the top 10 as it currently stands. Fern's on a charge now, looking for fastest laps on those soft compound tyres. Let's just head back up through the field again. Sanchez there, just trying to stay with Boots, trying to stop that gap extending out to 3 seconds. But it's now all eyes are on the front two, Hoopalicious and Smokey. They're making their way out of the outer Variante Outer down towards the Ravazzas to start the penultimate lap of this Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, Rog. Cheers, dude.
You got this. Right.
Okay, here we go. Right, it's penultimate lap time, ladies and gents. Lap 31 out of 32. Is Smokey going to go for it now? He's eyeing it up. He's eyeing it. He's going to go try and go around the outside into... Oh, and defending hard again. Side by side through there is Hamilton and Verstappen all over again, but Hoopalicious is just defending. Great defending
driving by both of them.
for the TTM driver. Indeed it was. They both just gave each other just enough room. Real quality wheel-to-wheel race. That's what we love to see. We're going to go back on board with Smokey's POV. We're on this penultimate lap, ladies and gentlemen. Smokey, of course, wants to go one better than last week where he finished P2 on track. He wants the P1 this time around, but Hoopalicious done an absolutely fantastic job for TTMN. He really, really has.
Oh, is that Heat Wave? I think Heat Wave up ahead.
Got some traffic. I'm just looking. Yeah, it is indeed just getting out of the way there. The McLaren driver. So everyone up to P15 now has been lapped, and they may even yet possibly catch Stonks in this final lap. But here we go.
Stonks
I don't. Yeah, he's probably too far up the road.
He's miles ahead.
Oh, he is actually. Yeah, sorry, I was looking at the wrong guy. he's like 2 sectors in front of these guys.
He is.
But here we go. Let's just last lap time.
It's now or never.
Yeah, it's now or never. Has Smokey, is he close enough for a run at Hoopalicious? I think he may just be close enough. This is going to be tight. He's going to have to probably try and send one here. He's going to go around the outside. Hoopalicious making that car fat. And Hoopalicious defends again. What about Smokey? Can he get a good exit out of Tamburello? He does. But again, a great line from Hoopalicious. He has not given this one up. He's putting that car centre track as they come down towards the Villeneuve chicane. Again, needs to carry as much speed through. Is Smokey going to try and send up the inside at Tozer? No, he's not quite close enough. You tend to think possibly add down to the Ravazzas, maybe an opportunity, possibly into Aqua Mineralia, maybe under braking to Variante Alta as Carson gets past Sasha Andre. But it's all now. They come through Piratella for the final time, the gap, where you can see what it is. It's about 4 car lengths. Hoopalicious gets a really good exit out of Piratella, and he may have done enough.
Had a bit of oversteer.
Yeah, he may have done enough to cover this off. We're on board of Smokey, but Hoopalicious as they make their way towards Variante Alta for the final time. He's running out of opportunities now. Hoopalicious just wants to get a good exit here. He does indeed. Another slight snap of oversteer there from Smokey, and Hoopalicious makes his way down towards the Ravazzas for the final time. It's all about the exit here. If he can just hook up the exit, he's got this. He comes around for the final time through Ravazza 1, through the second Ravazza, looking behind to see Smokey, but Hoopalicious is going to take the checkered flag, and victory in Imola. What a superb drive! There we go.
Fantastic
GG's.
racing.
Great drive, guys.
Fantastic
Smokey gets P2. Cindery gets P3. An excellent drive there for CRT. It looks like Sanchez is going to get P4 on penalty countback. He does indeed. PSR Bits crosses the line P5. Maxi crosses the line P6. Here comes Magician in P7. Does he hold on to P7 from Finbob? That's the question. It's about to be answered.
I think he does.
He does indeed. In fact, quite comfortably. But Sasha's going to jump Carsey on penalty countback, I think, here, as will Venom, I think. Yeah, Carsey drops down to P11. And then
that's a great recovery drive from Venom.
It is indeed. It is indeed. Revpack Caterpillar comes home there 12th. On board with Clark now. It was the last but one car on the lead lap. And Clark comes home for some much needed points there for FRT. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, that was
what a race.
Brilliant. From the top two, all race, back and forth.
It was indeed. It was indeed. Great effort. Let's just give you a rundown. In fact, let's just turn off telemetry real quick. There we go. What a race, guys. GG's, top job. Real top job. Woo!
I'll get screenshots.
Yeah, need to investigate, actually. Bailey29 has come up with a good point. It's something that I had flagged already. Is that where is VSR during the session? Yeah, if I find out that's race engineering going on, a team is going to be
I did just see someone
trouble.
just leave from VSR.
Yeah, where is VSR? Yeah, it's a new account, and I'll be doing some investigating. And if that's found out to be a team, there will be a severe penalty coming someone's way. Okay, so let's give you confirmation though of the result. Hoopalicious with a superb drive. Of course, he was caught by Smokey on lap 1, but then re-overtook and never looked back. But what a battle those two had. Smokey in P2. And then Cindery, I'm going to give my drive of the day to Cindery. I think they had a superb drive in P3 today. For CRT.
I agree.
Excellent drive. Sanchez in P4
Oh, Sanchez
also.
as well.
Yeah,
from 11.
Great drive. And that is big points for Continental. PSR Boots in P5. Maxi in P6. Magician in P7. For BRT, FRA Finbob in 8, Sasha Andre for AM, I think, P9, WR Venom with a good recovery drive in P10, Carsey in 11, Rev Caterpillar in 12, and then FRT Clar in P13, FRA Stonks in P14, and then we'll just give outside the, on the second page, Heatwave comes home in, Stonks in 14, Heatwave comes home in 15, PSR Fern 16, MKedge in 17, but I'm going to give a shout out to Bellafox for keeping it going. 3 laps down, kept it going for FRT, didn't retire in the pits, kept it going. Well done, mate, for continuing. Well done. You've done your team proud.
Yeah, GG all. Well, that was fun, beer. I enjoyed that.
That was, man. That was, wasn't it? I'm going to set a quick raid up for my man Shrews as well. So don't go anywhere. For
I just
guys.
noticed 75 viewers. Epic.
Hope
you all enjoy the show, guys.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't go away yet. I'm just going to head back to the command centre.
And thank you for having me.
You're welcome, dude. Just going to set a raid up for Shrews. But yeah, what an epic race that was. Congratulations to everyone who took part tonight. Some real close quarter battling. You've done your teams proud.
Smokey told me that he just didn't have enough straight line speed. Yeah, that's what cost him today.
It was so close though. And chat, thank you. A nice busy chat tonight as well. Great to see. And I love to see a busy chat. It was relatively clean as well, the chat as well during the night. It's got a little bit funky at one moment, but apart from that, it's all good. And welcome to everyone new to the channel. Thank you for the recommitments to the channel and for the gifted subscription as well to Dizzy Barracuda. Really appreciate it. Roch, thanks for doing comms, man. It's been a real pleasure.
You're more than welcome. Thanks for having me, and we shall team up again soon.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. We will do it again soon. But I'll be back tomorrow night, ladies and gents. It's the Assist 2's round 2, and we are back at Imola for what should be an absolutely great night of motor racing. So tune in, same time around. I'll be going live just before 8 o'clock for the Assist 2's drivers in this TIR World Series, and who is gonna be number 1 tomorrow night. What about defending champions ETE? What can they do? Can they get their campaign up and running properly? What about Bunga? What about AEM? What about even TIR, the new blood? Our team, of course. What can they do? We'll find out tomorrow night. I'll be going live about at 5 to 8, like I said. But that's about it, guys. I'm going to check the radio over to Nige. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys tomorrow night. Until the next time, take care.
Good night. God bless.
And Godspeed.